What's going on, guys? What is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We got an awesome one today, man. Tricia Lowe, Senses, man, coming out tomorrow. This is an early preview. We're going to go ahead and get Tricia in here, man, and let this bang a little bit. What's going on, Tricia? What's going on, Hard Cody? Good to see you guys. Tricia, I just sent you the invite. Let's see if I can see the invite. There we go. Hey, Tricia.
Can you hear me all right?
Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. We can hear you great. We had to skip the sound check. I was going to say we'll do it live, and everybody sounds great.
That's great. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Tricia. I'm just setting up one second. I'm the one that mixed up here. So we have, I'm going to throw you the alley-oop as soon as I get this going. There we go. Oh, this is bootleg. Sorry. Let's see. There we go. Oh my goodness. So we have Tricia Lowe Senses coming out tomorrow. And this is the first time we did an early release preview. So thank you so much for joining us. And it's midnight your time. We didn't know that. So thank you for staying up. And if you want to kind of say a few words into, because the album title was from your end. So if you can say a few words about the inspiration and what Senses means.
Yeah, I'm happy to share. So basically, it was a compilation of the songs that represent all of the feelings that I had, like experienced in let's say in the past couple of years. And it's basically a message to all the women out there to say that, you know, whatever you feel, like whatever you experience in life, it's okay to feel that way. I feel that sometimes we tend to suppress our true desires, what we want in life, our true feelings, because we are afraid of being judged, and especially women, because they get criticized for their choices, like for whatever they decide to do in life. Unfortunately, it's still the reality. Women get more criticized for their life choices than men. Unfortunately. Yeah, and let's say like whatever a woman decides to do, like to have a family, or she wants to do a career, or maybe she doesn't want to be in a long-term relationship, or she wants. So whatever she does, it sometimes feels like it's not enough. No matter what we do, it's not enough. And I think because of that fear, sometimes we are afraid to go with certain life choices that we may want to try, just because of the judgment that we get and criticisms that we receive from other people, you know. And those songs, each song represents a feeling, you know. Feeling, for example, Remember My Name is just, it was written out of the anger, and just to say, hey, you know what? I don't care what you think, you know. I'm gonna go for whatever I want to do in my life. And another song like It Ain't Love, you know, it's just a really kind of like has that kind of sexy vibe, you know, and talks about, you know, no strings attached kind of relationship. It's more about like, you know, it's okay to feel that way, you know, for you, for a woman, it's okay. If you want that, you can do that. You're allowed to do so, you know. You're allowed to do whatever you like in life. Or
I love it.
Or, for example, Hallucinate in Paradise is it's actually it's a representation of how I felt in a relationship. And I would say that Hallucinate in Paradise changed my life. Like, it's changed my present and my future, because I had to end an almost 13-year relationship.
Oh, and you have to talk before we play that song, because we're going to play all of the album. So would you want to play that one first? I don't know if we want to, and if we want to play it in order, because if you dive, because I'll play that right now, because that's very powerful right there. If you can dive in the inspirations behind Hallucinating Paradise. Sure. Should I play it first? Or you want to give it a
You can play it first and I can talk.
beautiful? And it means so much, like your explanation of the title, because each song on this album, it does journey in each aspect of that. So here we go. Tricia Lowe, since it's coming out tomorrow, this is the first time we did it before release. So it's this preview and it'll be available tomorrow, you guys. This right here, Hallucinating Paradise. And this is produced. Shout out to AG Flux, Alex Gage. And here we go. Let's rock and roll.
Given you the world, you've given me just a flicker. You let me hang you by a thread and thought that our love would last. You my life, no more day, only everlasting night. In the darkness, I'm drowning into another reality. This is where I wanna be. This is where I wanna be. Who takes to fly? Fade away into look at me forever taken, but that's just the bubble that I'm breaking. My heart is aching, time to awaken. My heart is aching, time to awaken. Compare paradise, I've got no more tears to cry. I believe you know your lies. I fade away without a goodbye. Hallucinating paradise. I'm getting no more tears to cry. Even my lies, I fade away without a goodbye. Hallucinating paradise. Hallucinating, hallucinating.
Powerful. Powerful. I was gonna ask your background. I want to get into the like the topical of it, the writing of it, but your background. Are you, because we didn't mix this one? Great mix by Tricia and family. Because the choirs in it, was that you, or do you have a background in opera or
No,
anything like that?
it's all me. It's all me. I mean, there was a bit of choir in the instrumental there, but I recorded over what
Oh,
the instrumental had. Oh no, that's all me. That's all me. And actually one of the things that I love doing, like adding choirs with even like with just my own voice,
oh man,
just kind of my thing. I just feel it. I love that. It kind of gives a little bit of a cinematic vibe
yes,
to the
it came
tracks.
out great. It
Yeah,
came out great.
thank
And
you.
so now you could take the floor for the meaning behind it. Even listening to it now, I'm glad people got to hear it before diving into the inspirations of it. Hallucinating Paradise, even the title says a lot.
Yeah. So basically, that's the story. I had to end a almost 13-year-old relationship, which
Sorry to
is,
hear.
you can imagine it's really tough.
I'm
But the
sorry.
thing is that I had been writing the song before I did this.
Mhm.
So it was almost like when I was writing it, I just was throwing all these words onto a piece of paper, and it
Mhm.
felt like like my hand was writing faster than I could think
Yes,
about the words that I was writing. And
yes.
when I put it onto a piece of paper, I was like, this is a nice song, but I couldn't really face the reality of how true these words and relative to
Mm.
my story they were, like how true this shit was. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
verbiage. I couldn't accept it. So I kind of like was like, yeah, that's a great song. I love it. And I started working on it. I started recording vocals. I
Mhm.
started mixing, do the vocal comping. Then I also planned filming a music video. And I came to the point where I realized that no, have to face the reality. That's how I felt. What I
Wow.
wrote, that is in a representation of
Yeah.
how I felt for a while being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that it wasn't that's not good. Like, this is not a happy relationship. This is not a healthy relationship. And when, you know, when I felt that I was daydreaming about a different life, or trying to imagine a different life and see that that means like hallucinating paradise, I was trying to think of places or people where I want to be, and that doesn't that wasn't really connected to the relationship I was in. And I just, yeah, and I just had to accept that. And right before I filmed the music video, that was the day when I ended the relationship.
Oh man. It
Yeah.
it's therapeutic, right? Like when you like music and writing can be therapeutic, and imagine like what it could mean to others as well. I'm sorry to hear about that as well. Like the pathway like to you writing it, and then like because the like I say, the ones that write themselves, of course, music from the soul, and then to kind of look
Yeah.
at it, it came from the soul, look at it and assess it, and you know it's going to connect with others,
Yeah.
you know, in that same, you know, way, because it's straight from the soul. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, Amina Deli. Your subconscious coming out on paper, like that is
Yeah.
literally like
Yeah.
from the soul. Beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I think it's like that song is, I feel like I'm really connected to that. And it actually came last. That was the last song that I wrote
Oh
for
wow,
the
yeah,
yeah.
that is beautiful. And I'm looking at the lineup too, because hallucinating paradise, because the relationship between all of these. Remember my name. I finished my song. It ain't love, right? So after playing that, I'm like, okay, what song next? Because hallucinating paradise says a lot in that
Yeah.
one song. So subconsciously, like, it's totally up to you. I'll let you, because I'm looking at it. Remember my name. I finished my
Yeah.
song. We'll say I finished my song for last, I guess. Even though it's totally up to you. But
Yeah, that's
okay,
fine. Yeah,
let's do it. So next one coming up, and this is super awesome. Thank you for staying up late, Tricia.
of course.
This is like the deep diving, and we pull from these like, man, after some, you know, it'll come up the album, or if it's wherever it may be, like to know about the background of hallucinating paradise and the songs. Man, that's what we're here for. So this one right here, remember my name, written by Tricia Lowe, produced by Shout Out Unique Music. Here we go. Album comes out tomorrow. Let's go.
Don't stand in my way. Don't stand in my way. Better stop running away. Don't stand in my way. If you remember my name. Don't stand in my way. Better stop running away. Don't stand in my way. Don't stand in my way. Better stop running away. I don't need a thing to make you memorize my name. Nobody can take me down. You were sitting in the car. You wanna try to hide. You better go, give it a fight. I'll repeat for you that I. You better go, give it a fight. Waiting just on the ground. How does it feel now? Waiting just on the ground. How does it feel now? How does it feel?
So powerful. And this one, like, shout out Dominique. I don't know how that happened, because like as soon as I said unique music, I don't know if it's AI, but Dominique, thank you for joining, man. Like as soon as I said unique music, man, you popped in. I don't know if you phone tag, you got the AI with you, man. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. I just sent you an invite if you can make it, if you can jump in and kind of go into inspiration behind the beat. But Tricia, if you want to take it from the songwriting, the inspirations behind Remember My Name, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, I can talk. This is actually this song, I would say, came from the past, like from 10 years ago, because at that time I was just getting started into music production. I was just learning music production.
Yes.
And I remember there was one guy, like from my community who was a music producer, and I only knew how to use Cubase at that time.
Oh wow.
And he was using Fruity Loops.
Oh,
And everyone was talking about Fruity Loops. Like, Fruity Loops is the best. It's the best. You know, it's just the best software to use. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Can you teach me? Like, can you teach me how to use Fruity Loops?
awesome.
And he was like, you, music production, really, like, learning Fruity Loops? You know, he was making jokes of my attempts to produce
Oh
music.
no, that's not good. Yeah. Come on now.
It was really bad. And he was like, no, he was trying to find like excuses of not teaching me. I think that this guy was afraid that I would actually be able to learn and would be able to produce better music.
There you go.
So
speak it to existence.
Yeah, but it hurt, you know, for me being like, I was genuine. I really wanted him to teach me. So why not?
Yeah.
So why you're telling me all this shit, you know, why you're telling me all that? Yeah, and I think that was, so Remember My Name, it was written for that guy, you know?
Oh,
Look,
that's awesome.
people remember my name.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. And even like coming like someone like passionate saying like, I want to learn how to make beats, I want to learn. You never want to like that. You never want to let passion go, like, not to waste, but like you gotta hard capture that, you know? Like that's so awesome that you were like, and you would, I mean, are you making beats now? Like no matter what, like it wouldn't stop it. So like, yeah, he definitely remembers the name for sure. Cause that's a dope story behind that one. Dominique, I sent you an invite if you can make it, brother. If not, we got 2 more songs, but that one, shout out to Neek Brandon in the room right now, produced that one. And I throw him an alley-oop, man. Like Dominique, man, has been working with us for a long time and super awesome to work with. Team Good Guys, and that's just another feather in his cap, man. Cause man, he's got stuff all over. Jam Volume 1, 2, 3 coming out soon, and follow Dominique for sure. So but thank you, Tricia. And this one, I was gonna say, we've got to save I Finish My Song for last. So the next one we have is It Ain't Love. That one, should I play it before we dive into inspirations, or did you want to talk a little bit before we play it?
Oh, I am gonna talk about this. This one was more like, I would say that's one of the things that I mentioned before, just when we started the conversation, is like women get criticized for their choices, and sometimes like if they decide just to, let's say, go and have fun with the guy that they really like and not, you know, without any strings attached, that they get criticized for that. And that song was just coming from that kind of like passion for having that kind of relationship, you know, and because, you know, it's normal, you know, it's normal to feel that way. So I just wanted to write a song for any women who are afraid maybe to make that choice, you know. That's it. Very simple.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna, that's a perfect alley-oop for it. Let me see. Dominique just sent me the invitation, but if not, we're going to go ahead and play this while he joins. But that is the perfect alley-oop for it. So right now, It Ain't Love. This one right here, you got great. Oh, Dominique, there we go. We got you. We'll get Dominique before we move to the next song.
How you doing?
How's it going, Unique Music? This is Tricia, and this is Dominique. I don't know if you guys officially met. That's the magic of it. You guys, the collaborative method.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing great. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for the beautiful music that you produce.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I heard the track a couple weeks ago, and it sounds great.
Thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
It came out, and Dominique, thank you for joining, because I'll throw you the alley-oop, man. Super awesome to work with, man. Been working with Dominique for a long time and crushes every genre, right? So this one, people don't know, like this one's a little bit on the rock side, a little bit, you know, the syncopated drums. Dominique plays the guitar, some jazz vibes, man. For this one particularly, I know because I remember when we were working on, and this is a kind of behind the scenes, No Songs Wasted. That beat, I think, was for a whole nother, it was for some other pitch or something like that, where our kind of initiative is like No Songs Wasted. So we kept it and just kind of like circulating to find the right vocalist. And now look at it now, we're getting across the finish line. And but inspirations behind that track, if you can remember when you made it, because I remember it was a while ago, but every stage.
That was one of the original, I think it was the original like hack that I sent to you guys.
Oh, that looks special. Yeah.
So that had to have been around 2017, somewhere around there.
No Songs Wasted. No Songs Wasted. Man, I got one of my brothers. He always tells me like when you say feel like something's old, but it's new to somebody. Like it's new. Tricia heard it. Boom, lines right up. Remember my name. Fell right into place. Perfect alignment.
Right. Yeah.
Man, that's so awesome. And behind the beat, like if you wanted to add like any type of inspirations, I know it was a while ago,
Yeah.
but if you could throw anything in there for that track.
So at that particular time, I think I want to say I was just looking up a whole bunch of like high energy tracks, things that you could hear like in stadiums and, you know, a bunch of people just jumping up and getting wild and crazy with it. And so I was just kind of pulling from that, just that vibe, the heavy energy. And that's kind of how that came together.
Man, and you know, from the end of vocalists, like I tell you know, us, man, like we try to get every song vocal because it adds, of course, like adds value, and not only just for like the value of the like pitch and stuff, but like people fall in love with the full song, and it's like, of course, if it's we're not even like thinking about sync, but if they use the instrumental or not, they always fall in love usually with the full song. So it's awesome to see that one come to life.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about working with you guys. Like you said, things that get sent over, it could be a year, 2 years, 3 years, but it's always
Surprise.
cool when it just kind of comes back full circle. And
Oh
like
yeah,
it brings a whole new element to the track. You know, it'll take it to places that you never even thought of when you're like initially making it. So
man. Super awesome. Thank you, Dominique, man. Before we leave, man, could you get, I always went over a lot on live. If you have a quote for the people, man, anything positive, you know, we like to uplift, man. If any quote, it doesn't have to be about music. I know it's putting you on the spot, even if you don't have a quote, no worries. But while I got you, I'm like, man, let's get inside the mind of Dominique. If you have a quote to leave them with, man, and then we'll air on the next track.
man, I just stay focused and stay positive. Yeah, those are the words to live by.
Man, that's what I'm about, brother. Thank you so much, Dominique. Thank you for joining. That one right there, remember my name. Make sure you follow right there, Nick Brandon, man. Super awesome. And now, right now, It Ain't Love, Tricia Lowe. This is produced by, let's see what we got here. Shout out to Louis Oblin. He's also in Australia. So he's on we're all over the world here, Australia, Ireland, and over here North America. So here we go. It Ain't Love.
Reasons I want you to stay mine. I want you to be mine. I'll find any hate. You really just in my head. Broken down, but not scared. Falling through the shadows, wrong with you, but I don't care. You know it's hate, but I want us to love. Let's slow down, baby. Don't wanna tell you fast. Let's slow down, baby. Don't wanna tell you fast. We know it's hate, but I can't get enough. I need mercy, baby. I want you to be tough. I need no mercy, baby. I let you to be tough. Let you to be tough. Give me your time. So give me your heart. Give me your offer. I know it ain't yours. I wanna be yours, just can't. I know it ain't yours. I wanna be yours, just can't. I know it ain't yours. But give me
Versatility, that song, nothing stays the same on that song. Shout out Madrid, thank you for joining. Nothing stays the same. Like the intro, the bridge, then the outro is like super awesome. So like the versatility behind that, what like the genres that you do so far. So that's track, this is a 4-track EP. So on all 4 tracks, they're all very different. The genres that you do, like, was there a particular like first genre that you started in, or just all over?
Oh, that's a really good question. Actually, that was the first song that I
Oh yeah.
recorded, It Ain't Love. But honestly, I think when we started working, I chose two. So that was the first instrumental that I worked on, and the second one was Remember My Name. And I fell in love instantly. So like there were two different, like completely two different things, but I just told myself I want that. I want to write, for this instrumental. Yeah, it's just that's like I didn't, you see, like for this EP, I didn't have any references in my head, like what kind of sound I'm trying to achieve. Because I have to be honest, like we all, let's face it, we all get inspired, right, by different artists, by different sounds. That's all normal. But I think for this EP, when I asked myself, what are the artists, like what were your inspirations, I really didn't have anything. And I think that's the best thing, because I could stay true to myself, like just to write out of the passion, like out of my heart, and just make what felt right. So that's the versatility. I don't know.
That's so awesome, because that being the first track, like that's how cool it is. Like, all right, so you have like kind of like the pop rock, and then you have I Finished My Song, Hallucinate. Like It Ain't Love is like trap soul, and it's like that was the first song you sent over, and I'm so glad it wasn't like, hey, let's send Tricia a whole bunch of more trap soul beats, because we got a lot, and I'm like, man, just being able to like, and behind the scenes we have something called the vault. I've mentioned it before, like when we go on live, where like the only reason that exists because like it's like 100 200 tracks where people put on shuffle. It could be cinematic, it could be trap soul, everything, and the like reasons like this are why it exists, because we're not like, we sometimes we might not be working on this specifically, or like a pop album or whatever it may be, but as soon as you hear the track and it writes itself, it's like, there you go, like that's what hits you at that moment. So that's perfect.
Exactly.
It's perfect. Love that. So we got one more track, and I was going to say before we leave, I definitely want to get a quote from you. Not yet. I'm gonna wait until we head out while we play this last song. But and I was going to say, because we spoke earlier, shout out to Travis T. I was going to ask, how did you discover PUSH.audio? And Travis T, man, you guys follow Travis T. They have a group, a forum, and shout out to everyone in that forum, man. Because we love working with Travis T. So shout out to Travis T.
Definitely.
And here we go. Last song. Album comes out tomorrow. Of course, no pun intended. I Finished My Song. I didn't even plan that like that. So this is produced by Colin Derrick, written by Tricia Lowe. Let's go. Album comes out tomorrow. Census. Let's go.
Every love story has an end. You're back. Is this gonna be good or bad? What I saw, the water in the desert, hope that I would reach the oasis. We would dive together in the sunlight, so blind. You were waiting for me on the other side, but I was riding the sun to say I wish that was all a beautiful life. Guess I should've known better than the fantasy never really mattered. Guess I should've known better. The fantasy never really mattered. Just I'm taking my love back. I guess it's been just a mirage in my head. Gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Oh, you were waiting for me on the other side.
Oh man, I'm telling. We're gonna say so people can make sure you get the album. We give them a little preview. but super awesome, super eclectic. Shout out to right there, Colin, Dino on the track. The percussive of the bass and the way you wrote that blends perfectly with it. If you'd like to dive into any inspirations between that right there, I'll finish my song.
Yeah, should I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is like the story is very simple. You know, people fall in love, and sometimes they fall in love with the wrong people. And it felt like I wrote a song about a person that I thought that we had something, like we had feelings for, like both of us had feelings for each other.
Yeah.
But there was, I thought that we were getting there.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out that that person actually moved on from that idea. So it basically about a relationship or a love that never really happened. So I, like, as a person, let's say, was trying to write a song to tell about my feelings,
Yes.
like as a musician, as a singer. And once I finished that song, I found out that that guy already started dating another girl. So that's why.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, oh, I really thought that the guy was, the one. That's why I'm like writing.
Yeah.
Thought I saw the water in the desert. Thought that I would reach the oasis. I thought that he was light. At the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So it's a love song, but yeah, the point was that I, as a person, I was trying to tell my feelings through the song that I was writing for him. But unfortunately, he had chosen another girl.
Oh man.
That's it.
That's so diving into inspirations too. I'm sorry to hear that. And it's like the inspirations between like all these songs. That's what the differences between like we're not sync writers, and thank you for trusting us and working with us, because, we don't measure songs on how many syncs they get. Like that's like the creativity of it, the writing, the essence behind it. It's just so many passionate people involved in all these projects. So thank you so much, Tricia. That's like, just hearing the background of all of them, I know for sure, like, it gives a whole nother element to when people listen to it. So that's awesome for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy to share everything. And again, I just wanted to reiterate that, these are all the different feelings, like each song represents different feelings, that like I experienced. And I just wanted to make sure just to send the message, especially to women, to say that anything that you feel, you should be able to share these feelings, like, with whoever you feel comfortable with. But first of all, you have to accept your feelings yourself, just to face the reality in order to live a happy life.
Beautiful. Oh man, I love it. And so you've got a lot of great quotes throughout, just speaking on the songs. Like, if you have any quote that we could leave the people with, and thank you for staying up late. It doesn't have to be music related. It could be anything, life, music. But if you could leave the people with the quote, it'd be the perfect way to send them good night on your end, and let them the evening on our end.
Yeah, I would say that a dream without an action plan is wait. Let me phrase it.
Oh, no worries.
A goal without an action plan is just a dream. So whenever you decide something that you want, you have to think about how you want to achieve this. So a goal without an action plan is just a dream.
I love it. A goal without an action plan is just a dream. So that is a beautiful way to leave them out, to basically letting people know, man, put the action in it. Don't do the same thing every day and expect different results. So it's beautiful. Mix it up. And thank you so much, Trish. I'm excited for more that we're going to work on. Only the beginning. Tricia Lowe, Senses. Absolutely. Thanks for staying up late. And I'm going to let Hallucinating Paradise air out on the outro. You guys get it tomorrow. Tricia Lowe. Thank you so much, Tricia.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
Absolutely. Have a great night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Thank you.